Hello, and thanks for joining me for this episode of NCIA Today. I'm your host, Bethany Moore, NCIA's Director of Communications, checking in with you regularly with updates on what's happening in the cannabis industry and here at NCIA. First and foremost, next week is our new event series on June 6th, June 7th, and June 9th in the Empire State, where we will mix and mingle with state and national level influencers and industry leaders. If you haven't yet registered, this event is free for NCIA members and $100 early bird tickets for non-members. Ticket prices will go up to $150 the day of the event, and capacity is limited. Head to our website and register your team now for Insights and Influencers New York Opportunity Tour coming to Albany, Rochester, and New York City. This event is co-presented by NCIA and Canna Advisors, and you won't want to miss it, so register your team today. Next, let's cover a new podcast episode where I speak with two intellectual property attorneys from NCIA's Cannabis Manufacturing Committee. We take a deep dive, way over my head, into cannabis technology patents, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Intellectual property can range from vaporizer technology to plant genetics, so definitely tune in to this episode to wrap your head around it all. In another recent podcast episode, we talk about crafting New Jersey's cannabis laws and regulations with Fruquan Mouzon of Fox Rothschild. Fruquan helped craft the adult use cannabis legislation in New Jersey, giving him a very unique perspective on the market in that state. We discuss what he believes were the mistakes and lessons learned in hindsight, as well as some of the unique aspects of New Jersey's cannabis market. Subscribe to NCIA's Cannabis Industry Voice and tune in. Next, let's talk about the new federal status of Delta-8 THC, which NCIA's new DC intern, Sadaf Nashad, covers in her latest blog. Thanks to the 2018 Farm Bill, hemp is now federally legal, permitting U.S. farmers to cultivate, process, and sell hemp. Since its passing, however, businesses in the hemp industry have found themselves in a legal gray area. Hemp companies deemed their Delta-8 THC products within legal guidelines. However, several jurisdictions disagreed. Learn more on our website. Also, there's some legal complications surrounding licensing in Illinois, and we can read more in the latest blog from Fox Rothschild. As Illinois attempts to streamline its processes, 3 different ongoing lawsuits involving Illinois dispensary licenses have continued to progress, one of which threatens to upend the entire lottery process. Check out the latest from attorney Andrew Halbert on our website. We also take a critical look at a medical cannabis bill in North Carolina. The state is contemplating legalizing medical marijuana while looking down its nose at patients and the cannabis industry in general. Bethany Niebauer of Axial Compliance Consulting urges readers in North Carolina to contact their state legislators and make the following requests. 1, broaden the list of qualifying conditions so that more people can access the medicine they need. And 2, permit separate license types so that smaller operators have a chance of success. Check out her blog at thecannabisindustry.org. We also heard from Coda Software with advice for retail dispensaries. Despite the pandemic, the cannabis industry has proven to be recession-proof and has grown exponentially over the past few years. That means dispensary owners must ensure that they're using data and analytics strategically to measure the health of their business. Read more on our website. We also featured a new member spotlight series by highlighting our social equity scholarship recipients as part of our diversity, equity, and inclusion program. Get to know Dr. Adrian Adams of Ontogen Botanicals. Dr. Adams says, Physicians are a choke point for the industry that is overlooked. Simply put, doctors are good people. Most of them have simply had zero training on the endocannabinoid system, as it was only identified in the 1990s. Read more on our website. Learn more about all of these equity member companies on our website as well, and go a step further by learning more about opportunities to become a sponsor of our DEI program. It's all on our website. All right, as we begin to wrap up here, don't forget our Industry Essentials webinar series, which are free for active NCIA members, so register your team today. Check the schedule on our website as more webinars are added. In the meantime, keep learning by listening to both of our podcasts to keep you informed and inspired. You can tune in to NCIA's Cannabis Industry Voice, which I host, and NCIA's Cannabis Minority Report, hosted by Khadija Adams. If you're an NCIA member interested in submitting educational content for our website and newsletter, or pitching to be a guest on our podcast, I'd love to work with you, and it's a benefit included in your membership you can use throughout the year. Please send me an email to get the ball rolling, bethany@thecannabisindustry.org. As always, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram to stay inspired and connected. If you're a member of NCIA, log into NCIA Connect and spark up a conversation with your fellow NCIA members and colleagues today. We'll see you next time.